Hey y'all, welcome to Stranger Stitches. If you haven't joined us before, I'm glad you decided to take a peek at us today. I have a project with some very special yarn that I was gifted. This is called Noro, and I can't afford this on my own, so I just want to be sure that I'm extra gracious about it because, well, it might happen again. So when I have a really special yarn like this, I want it to speak for itself. I don't want to add 15 million complicated stitches and hide the beauty of what this yarn actually is. This is made in Japan. And the guy that makes this is a master at his craft. This is from their product line called Akari. It is a combination of silk, cotton, mohair, and wool. So it's gonna be kind of fragile to wash, but how's I do it is I put some real cold water in the sink with a couple of drops of baby shampoo. Yeah, because this is more than half animal fiber, like the mohair and the wool, and it makes it smell fresh, it doesn't harm the color, and then you either flat dry or towel dry it. Anyhow, enough about that. This was very special. It was gifted to me. The first thing I did when I unwrapped it was I hugged it. I did. I hugged my ball of yarn here. So my very simple project that I'm going to do is called the double column mesh. And I know I fuss about it too much. I live in a hot climate, so I want to make meshy things so I get a little bit more wear out of my projects, because it doesn't get chilly evenings here till around mid-September. Sometimes you don't get a cool day until mid-October. So if I make these mesh garments, I get a lot more seasonal wear out of them. Did I mention that this is done in multiples of 4 plus 3? So I am going to chain 71, and y'all don't need me for that. So I'm going to get on up to 71, and then I'll meet you back here. Here I am at 71 chains, and this gives me, in my hand and in my fiber, an approximate width of about 18 inches. That's about the minimum width that I would want to make a shoulder wrap. But because I am limited to one cake of my beautiful fiber, I'm going to make it a little bit more narrow than I usually do, just to make sure that I get a sufficient length out of it. So there's the chain on your hook, never counts. And we are going to skip one and go into the second chain from the hook, make a single crochet. And that first skip stitch does not count for anything. And then we are going to go and single into each chain all the way across. Just like that. Let me get a couple of stitches in and I'll show you how I do it. Now you do it any way you want to. So you can tell that there are two different sides to your foundation chain. This side has the little V's that we're familiar with. I don't want to work into those V's. I'm going to turn it over and see, maybe you can see from this angle, the little bumps, bump, 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 bump. I am going to work through those to make my single crochets, because, let me finish this stitch. When your garment or your project is finished, you will have this line of V stitches on the bottom, and I just feel like it gives it a little bit more finished look. But that's me. Go into those bumps and single in each chain across. In my case, that will be 70 stitches. And I don't think y'all need me to babysit you for that. I'm going to get all the way to the end, and then I'm going to show you what the next row looks like. Okay? That first row is sometimes like pulling teeth to get it done, but I have my 70 stitches in, and you see how this particular narrow goes thick and thin, and it's a little bit shaggy where some of the looser cotton parts are. This is what I love about it. I know I'm bragging on it, but I'm bragging on it. So when you get to the end, we're not going to chain or anything. Just turn. Go right into that first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, pull through both of them. That's just like making a standard old single crochet, but we're going to stack another one right on top of it. Go through that left leg of that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. See how we stacked up those singles? That counts as the first stitch of that row. So you have no chain ups, no gaps. Double crochet right beside it. Now, here's where you start your repeat for the whole row. And I mean the whole row. This is so easy. Chain 2, skip 2, 2 doubles over 2 stitches. Ta-da! Es todo. Chain 2, skip 2, 2 doubles over 2 stitches. Chain 2, skip 2, double, double, and we are going to work this all the way across. But see what I'm saying? I'm letting the yarn speak for itself. There's nothing complicated here. You can see everything that yarn was created to be. A little bit shaggy, a little bit loose, a little bit beautiful. I know some people don't like it, especially for the price they pay for it, but you know what? That leaves more for me. And I always, if somebody asks for an idea for a gift giving occasion, like, what do you want for Christmas? What do you want for your birthday? Guess what I ask for? Yep, no shame in the game. Chain 2, skip 2, double, double. Chain 2, skip 2, double, double. And we're going to work like this all the way to the end. Oh, that goes fast. I don't even have that much to go. All right, then let me get to the end, and then I'll show you what your second row is going to look like. Pretty much the same as the first. Hang on, right back. We've gotten all the way to the end of the row. You should have 4 stitches left. So you've done your 2 doubles, chain 2, skip 2, and double crochet in each of the last 2. Be sure that you catch 2 threads on that last one, or it's going to make your edges look funny. Chain 1. I call that the bad boyfriend. Yeah, that's the bad boyfriend stitch. It can just stay over there in the corner, keep its mouth shut, and not count for anything. So we've chained 1. Turn your work. Oh my goodness. I know. It's lumpy. It's bumpy. It's beautiful. It's mine. You chained 1 and turned. We are going to single crochet all the way back across. 1 single in each of the doubles across the row, and 2 single stitches in each chain 2 space. And that's all there is to it. The double column mesh stitch is now yours to do with as you please. Another thing I might interest you in is if you are designing your own patterns and making your own designs, If you end this pattern repeat on a row 1 or a row 3, you can add any stitch with a 4 stitch footprint. Any stitch with a multiple of 4 can be added to this pattern. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know. We'll see once I get about knee deep in it. Single crochet on top of each of the doubles, 2 singles in each chain 2 space. And when you get to the end of this row, you're going to do those stacked singles again and come with the back pass of the double. And then singles, doubles, singles, doubles, singles. Just like that, that's all you need to know about making the double column mesh stitch. There you go. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for sharing the joy of my Naro yarn. And it smells good. Oh, here, smell it. Smell it. Go ahead, smell it. That's me for this time. Thank y'all for joining me. Love you guys. Bye.